Hey, this is Massex with a brand new Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade video. And holy mackerel, all this stuff is coming down fast and furious. There's a lot of stuff coming and we've got a lot to talk about, so let's dive right in. First off, the Illusionary Tower is going to be releasing. It's scheduled for December 3rd after maintenance. We'll talk about that a bit more when we go through the entire maintenance breakdown. In addition to that, we also got our breakdown for banners for December. And yes, we're getting on December 3rd our next UG and Recollection bit banner. In addition to that, we've also got another featured gacha. But on December 6th, we've got a featured not ideal vacation for Sadara Gojo gacha. And yes, you can see good old purple Gojo is in that banner apparently. And for December 6th through the 20th, we have another story event, not the ideal vacation for Gojo. Yeah, this is getting pretty crazy, guys. As we already knew, the Chapter 10 main story will be added after maintenance on December 3rd. Also on December 3rd, Grade 9 will be unlocked. And as I just spoke about, the tower will be coming also after maintenance on December 3rd. And if we look at the specific announcement notes for the server maintenance, it does state that the updates will include preparation for upcoming event, balance adjustments for certain characters and recollection bits, which we will get into. The new feature, of course, which we've discussed now and stated twice, the tower will be added, and the new character limit break item, Phantom Seal Stamp. It doesn't say anything about the story chapter added, but as we know, that was announced too, and that would go in line with the new limit break item. Now, in reference to the recollection bit updates and adjustments, Pride, its effect duration is going to be set to 8 turns. For rock solid formation, the effect duration of the recollection skill is set to 7 turns. Even if draw attack is nullified due to automatic skills related to disruption, immobilization, or counterattack, it will now consume a draw attack effect count. For Educator, the effect duration of the recollection skill will be set to 6 turns. And for Unity, from top to bottom, the effect of the auto skill has been changed to even if this attack causes the target to break, it will trigger the auto skill. Now for the character adjustments, Inherited Curse Technique Megami Fushiguro, the command skill Backhand Punch, it will now read deals melee attack damage to target enemies equal to 100% of physical technique. If Divine Dogs totally exists, applies 40% break damage. Increase to self for 1 time. If Divine Dog totally exists, deals ranged attack damage to previously specified enemies equal to 200% of curse technique. That's up from 140%. And you can see the comparisons up above. Now, new after the changes are made, deals ranged attack damage to target enemies equal to 80%. So that is the same at this point, as well as the 60% chance to apply stun to them for 1 turn. If Divine Dog totally exists, applies 40% break damage versus 20% from previously, and it's increased to self for 1 time. If Divine Dog totally exists, deals ranged attack damage to previously specified enemies equal to 200% of curse technique versus 140%. For Max Elephant, after the changes, it's going to raise the curse technique on that one from deals ranged attack damage to all enemies equal to 135% instead of 125% of curse technique. For ultimate skill Divine Dog Totality, After the changes, applies Divine Dog Totality to self. Divine Dog Totality will disappear after taking a certain amount of damage, and now it will apply 20% damage taken during decrease to self versus 10%. It applies 40% break damage increase versus 20% to previously to self for one time. Deals ranged attack damage to target enemies equal to 371% versus 300% of curse technique. And if Divine Dog totally exists, the skill effect changes, deals the ranged attack damage to target enemies equal to 521% instead of 400%. The auto skill protection of Shikigami. After these adjustments are made, it will be when turn starts. If Divine Dog Totality exists, applies 20% instead of 10% how it previously was. Damage taken decreased to self for one turn. I will surpass you soon. After the changes and adjustments are made, when battle starts, applies a 50% damage dealt increase to self versus 20%. And it takes effect if target enemies are in break status. For Maverick Outcast Maki, after these adjustments are made for the auto skill Heavenly Restriction, when battle starts, it will apply a 15% physical technique increase to self versus a 7% previously. For Don't Underestimate a Puppet Panda, the command skill Have to Take It Head On. The cursed energy cost has been changed from 40 to 25. For all out attack, the cursed energy cost has been changed from 30 to 15. The ultimate skill, after the changes are made, applies Gorilla Mode, 50% physical technique increase versus 20%, and ultimate gauge increase nullification to self, and removes damage taken decrease. Applies 20% break damage. That was the same as before. Increase to self, deals melee attack damage to target enemies equal to 422% of physical technique, so the rest of that will be the same. And then the remaining two are for with the Pride of Cursed Spirit Joe and the Thrill of Fighting Hanami. They're quite lengthy, so if you just go into your announcements, you can go ahead and go through those and see exactly what those changes are. Those are the two characters you can get from the Phantom Metal section, so I'm not sure if it's even plausible at this time to be able to get them. Right now I'm over halfway there to be able to get one of them, so I don't see a need to going through those two at this point in time. But if it turns out to be very significant after these characters are more readily available for everybody, we'll circle around and talk about them. But since they haven't been really playable, people aren't going to be used to them on global yet anyway for any of those changes. But yeah, the announcement now of Tower as well as the banners for December, it's pretty crazy stuff actually. I'm not going to get too in deep about my thoughts at all at this. This really shocked me. It's the middle of the night where I'm at. I just happened to catch this because somebody DM'd me, and honestly I'm a little speechless, and I gotta give some serious thought how I want to address some of these things. As wow, I had a gut feeling we would be seeing Purple Gojo, but yeah, this was definitely a little bit sooner than I was thinking. So yeah, Tower, good news for the players that are just have to have content 24/7. So I guess it's the right move at the moment to bring that out. I still have my thoughts on that also, but again, big changes, adjustments to characters, Tower hitting another story coming in, which is going to open up another grade. In addition to all of these banners, wow, I mean, it's a lot and it is coming fast. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. With that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.